Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is a quick one. I decided to take you guys along. Michael bought a new, a cover for the back of his pickup truck, and we decided to take a road trip to go purchase it because it was such a good deal. And I thought, hey, let's do some recording and pop in some thrift stores. And per typical, things don't always go according to plan, especially when you're a reseller and you think you're gonna get all these amazing things and have time to make all these stops, and then life happens. So I kept the video intact, and you'll see we had some change of events, but I do have some things to show you. So make sure you stick around, and I'll meet you back here after you check out our little adventure to go over the things that I picked up. We are in Michael's truck. He is out there filling up the tires. We are headed on a road trip this morning. We are going to Tampa, so about a 90-minute drive from Orlando. We have to make some stops on the way home, so we're gonna check out some thrift stores. Our daughter has a chorus concert tonight, and I didn't read the paper all the way, and she can't wear heels, and that was what I had planned for her to wear. So we've got to find her some shoes and a pair of black pants. Oh my gosh, always last minute, but maybe we'll find some other treasures along the way. So I thought we would just take you along. Now it's time to enjoy my Wawa breakfast, and if you don't have a Wawa near you, I'm sorry, but it's amazing. Make sure you download the app because I get free food all the time. All right, we'll see you in Tampa. Made it to Tampa. Why anyone ever travels to Orlando is beyond me. The traffic is so bad. I-4 is the worst road ever created. But yay, I'm road tripping with you. We made it. All right, so this was only about seven minutes, like 2 miles from where we just picked something up, and we pulled in, and Michael goes, ooh, Harbor Freight. So are you gonna ditch me and go there?
Is it ditching you?
All right, I love you. He's like, I always need something from Harbor Freight.
Who doesn't?
All right, let's go see if we can find, well, I would really love to find what we're looking for. We're gonna stop at a Once Upon a Child in Lakeland on the way home, but hey, maybe we'll find something.
Do you like to explore Harbor Freight too? I'll go with you here and help you look, and then we go there together.
No, I'm good.
All right, I offer though, people.
The workers obviously started liking the music because it was blasting by this point. So here we're looking at the little kid shoes. Y'all know natives are always a pickup for me as long as they're in good condition because they're so easy to clean. And the prices were actually a lot cheaper than even kids shoes at my local stores. So I did take the time to look through most of these racks, and there wasn't much. So I'm just showing you overpriced, worn out kids clothes. But such is life at all the thrift stores, it seems, even smaller ones. Went over to look at shoes because remember I was specifically looking for black shoes. None of these were priced low enough for me to purchase them, so just kind of showing you the prices. And the music was still pumping, so I had to do a voiceover for you. And at this point, Michael comes and meets me. He did not make any purchases at Harbor Freight, Tools, whatever. And we were kind of talking in this section together, but the music was just so loud. But you can see here, this was the entire store. This was over in the women's section. This is looking through skirts because that's what I was on the hunt for. And they were about $8 to $10. And I did not find anything to purchase here. This made me laugh. I was one of those who was on the hunt for Rae Dunn many years ago, but that was like what they cost full price. So it just kind of made me giggle.
I don't want to buy this, but it's like the foam I need for inside that toolbox.
All right, so I did pick up 3 things to resell, something for my mom, rounded up my 4 cents and spent a whole $8. So
Ocho.
On to the next. All right, so we spent 29 minutes in there, which is perfect. I only wanted to do like a half hour. Traffic going home says it's even longer, which means there's another accident on I-4. So we are on Hillsborough Avenue, and it says that there is a Goodwill like 3 minutes up the street. Even though I looked up reviews, this Goodwill, all the reviews are terrible and say it's super overpriced, but we're used to that. So figure maybe we'll spend a few minutes in there and just look at shoes and the couple kids areas I need, because I've got to find her. Thankfully my daughter is now a women's size 6, which that's easy to find usually. I need a pair of black flat shoes. At this point, I don't care what they are, if they're cute or not. She just needs them. She made the local all-county chorus, and okay, so onward. All right, we got like 20 minutes because traffic is so backed up in certain places on the way home, and we have to be home by 3 o'clock to get the kids from school. So ready? Let's do this. So watching this back, I realized all the stores in Tampa just like to have their music loud. $2.98, that is really cheap for kids' shoes, especially at a Goodwill. Those were in fantastic condition. I always like to check dance shoes for us for size ups, but I was just looking at other prices. I was purely curious at this point. So I thought, okay, shoes are going to be cheap here. And I went over to the women's section. These were like a women's 5. Towels is a great brand. Not for $21. So I very quickly saw, nope, they're not cheap. All right, in and out. That one smelled weird, and half the store was like new items, but super overpriced. I did find a few things, thank goodness. Got a pair of pants that are gonna be a just in case, but okay, on to Lakeland. Well, that's fun. That's where the Bucks play. Good old Raymond James. Fun fact, we lived in Clearwater, which is pretty close to Tampa, when we first got married many moons ago. Oh, isn't he cute? He's our air freshener. All right, it is a 46-minute drive to the Once Upon a Child in Lakeland, so that is where we're headed next. All right, I have time to kill because traffic in Tampa is just as terrible as traffic in Orlando. So that Goodwill, we were in and out of there in 24 minutes. It was strange, right? That whole setup. Faster. Yeah. All right, we got nothing that was the color of the week, but I quickly browsed the shoes, did pick up another pair of natives. This is my 3rd pair of the day, but these are really cute pattern, and they wanted $2.98. At first glance, I thought the shoes were, wow, this is so much cheaper than our Goodwill. The kids' shoes were only $2.98, but then, as you saw, I found some child-sized towels that were $20. So got these, scooped up a pair of saltwater. You guys have seen me sell these before. Big kid size 2. They were $7, but they'll sell fast. And scooped up a pair of Birkenstocks. I'm shocked after looking at all the women's shoes. They were priced up still less than ours, but they only wanted $7 for these. And I did find Delaney a maybe. I don't think these are technically heels. They're flat, they're wedges. I have these exact shoes. Literally, the brand is Me Too. I got them at Ross for a last minute event. I did pay $9 for these. They are her size. They will work. In worst case scenario, that's what she's gonna wear tonight. And I did pick up, at least they're Ann Taylor. They're a size extra small, but they fit, they seem to be about the same size as a kid size 12, and we'll see. They're just some stretchy black pants, but to me they're a little bit better than like just plain old kids leggings. So we'll see. But I feel a little bit of a relief that worst case, she's got her bottoms and shoes. So now 20 minutes later, we're finally pulling onto the highway. So note to self, if you're coming to Orlando or Tampa, you've got to build in a lot of time for traffic. If we had to take highways anywhere, I would not want to live in Orlando, but thankfully we do not. Well, thanks to good old I-4, we don't get to make any more stops. No Once Upon a Child for me. Thankfully, I did scoop up those 2 things for my daughter because we are going to get home like barely with enough time to get my kids from school. Worst case, we have family that can help us out, but thanks to technology, we saw traffic on the way out of Orlando, but right before Disney, traffic was standing still on I-4. There's no way around it for where we need to get to, and it's still there. So our 90-minute drive is going to be like 2.5 hours. So yay! And I did pop into a Goodwill last night while my kids were at gymnastics. So from here, I'm going to show you the 3 things that I picked up, and I'll do a quick little haul at the end. All right, so that was a whirlwind. So next time he asks if I want a road trip, I'm gonna say no. No, I'm just kidding. I will say yes, but we will not have any expectations other than to sit in traffic if we are heading anyway, which requires highways. All right, so you guys saw me pick up 2 little pairs of natives. They're both the same size. They were $3.99, but that was the color of the day was blue there. So I think I paid $2 for these. They're gonna look beautiful once I clean them up. If you didn't see my shoe cleaning video, I did finally get one of those up. It's been highly requested. It's up there for you. So these will be easy peasy to clean. And I think at that same store, I picked up this Hannah Anderson. Yes, because it's a white tag. It was $2.50. I did most of my filming that you saw in the kids area because it was a very small store, and the back of the store was the shoes and the kids, and the front of the store, the women's, there were just a lot of people and the racks were very, very low. You guys saw the natives and a few of these things, the Birkenstocks, yes. So you saw the things that I did end up picking up. We did not get to go to a Once Upon a Child. My daughter's concert was awesome. She ended up wearing those shoes, and it all worked out in the end. Now, the night before, my girls had gymnastics, and I did also decide to tag along. Michael said, hey, do you want to ride? I'll drop you at the Goodwill, which is literally 10 minutes from gymnastics and on the way. So I had about 40 minutes by the time you get in there, wait in line, and I indeed spent forever in line. And I did pick up a few things. I didn't take any footage to show you, and I didn't plan on sharing this haul with you, but I'm so excited. If you follow my channel, you might have seen my Bolo video, my be on the lookout items for this year. This brand was on my list last year, and I did not find it, but I'm happy to report I finally found Freebirds. Now, these are not the boots, so technically I'm gonna keep it on my list because I really wanna find a pair of Freebird boots. But these are just some cute little slides. The bottoms, of course, being leather, show some wear, but I did pay $6.99 for these, and they are in overall pretty great condition. They are called the Golden, 100% leather, upper lining, all of that, and they're a size 8. So I was thrilled to find these. I found a pair of, I think blue was the color of the week, which means I paid $3 for this pair of Taos flip-flops, and these, I thought these were Tevas, and I would have picked them up regardless, and it turns out they were Taos, which to me is actually a little bit better of a brand. So these, same thing, will just go in my sink like I clean all my shoes. And I found another pair of towels. So I think these were also half off, so they were $5. They are a smaller size. They're only a 36, but this is such a great brand. They're so comfortable. And yeah, so that was a nice little pickup. Things that they missed. I looked through so many things and just the prices were a little crazy. I did end up with only 2 other items, 2 pairs of figs. These are both size medium and in great condition. They are the jogger style. Now I left 1 pair behind. These were $5.99. They had another pair marked at $9.99. And then these blue ones were also $5.99. So somebody just decided to price the others different. I left those behind and took these. So only 5 items, but that kind of seems to be how it's going to be if I'm running into regular Goodwills. I am due for another bins trip, which I'm gonna make that happen early next week. So make sure you stay tuned for that. I finally have my next video coming out will either be a what sold, or I have finally put together a video of taking my 400-pound items to Plato's and Clothesman Tour Style Encore. So I have a little video for you of some of those items. I still have not gotten the majority of those things listed, but make sure you check that out. All right, guys, drop me a comment. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, learned a thing or two, or just enjoyed hanging out with us, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.